KYS is like a perfect storm. It's like a perfect storm. Everything turned out right.
Success breeds success.
This is one of the most rewarding experiences for me because I've learned so much.
The students are just wonderful. They're the best students you could ever hope to teach.
It's a very lovely place to work and study. The children are fantastic. Their drive is phenomenal.
In the 90s, I paid a lot of taxes. So I figured I better set up charity. So what better name than to have a charity school named my father?
To provide the best education for students, needy students especially, students from low or medium socio-economic background.
And he wanted this education to help the students to be excellent people such that they can go into top universities in the world and to come back to the country to contribute to the nation.
So I wanted something to better than the college, which my whole schoolmates are not too happy with.
It's driven towards producing the next generation of leaders and captains of industry.
So I built a school in less than 6 months.
And then we didn't have time to really design. We had 2 weeks before our submission was supposed to be done. And we got the approval for that in record time. It was like in the morning we presented to the authorities.
And we get our CF over just one round table of sitting with the Chief Minister of Malacca, where he got hold of all the heads of department in Malacca to award us the CF. And then he asked each one of them, have you got any objection to give them the CF? They said, no. Okay, then, it's done.
In the morning we got approval, and in the afternoon all the machines were already on site. Process was all out the window. Sometimes the buildings were built based on sketches. The details were definitely sketches. Didn't have time to draw it up properly. I was there. We sketched it and we passed it on to the supervisor, and a few hours later it's built.
We started working in KYS in Malacca in June 1995. When that time, there's no office building.
I never suspected that a job interview can be held in a small cabin.
20 person per cabin, so very crowded on that time. Working in 24 hours per day to make sure the building is complete.
All the environment is very, like a new one. We are here with nothing, just a plant, small one plant.
The trees are very small when I was joined in 1996 because just planted the trees, and now the trees are very tall. I remember back to 1995 when the student reported to the Kolej Yayasan Saad. There is a ceremony we call tree planting ceremony, whereby the student were asked to plant the fruit trees. And then now the trees is bigger. So everybody, when the fruit season, can come and pluck the rambutan or durian.
I was instructed to be in Malay College Kuala Kangsar for almost 1 week to apply and to learn the system there. How they set up the dining hall, the menu to be applied here in 1995. So I think this is the better place.
One would think that you're exaggerating a bit, but actually that's what happened. There was no opportunity to put things here and there and see whether it's good or bad, or you just had to make the right decision and just get on with it.
To get teachers, was not easy. So what I did was I looked for pensioners, teachers who have just retired. But I recruited some young teachers as well, people like Karen.
My fellow colleagues are actually, most of them are actually retired teachers. So I sort of like one of the young, sweet young thing there.
So the perfect storm was the physical part of it came in right on time. The landscape, overnight, the big trees are all there already, you know, from a nothing. And the piece of land that we got, I call it God's little acre. The teachers, we got a full set of teachers to start on the 25th of June 1995.
You have to be a top student in each school to apply. So initially we had about 10,000 applications for a place about 60 seats a year.
I prepare a program, student selection program, which is a total comprehensive program. It's not only based on the academic. They already got the academic, 5 A's. Over and above that, what are you looking for? That's where the personality comes in, the command of language, you know, the leadership qualities comes in and so on. The potentiality of developing them.
1995, the June, the first batch came. It was 60 students, 40 boys and 20 girls.
By 1998, when we got the first public examination results for the PMR and SPM, this school emerged as the top school in the country.
The first batch came in 1995. 70% of them were awarded overseas scholarship. Fantastic.
All the students, whether rich or poor, were selected, and all is free. From the shoes to the watches to the food and boarding, and tuition, it's all free.
So from 1995 to 2007, the school track record was fantastic.
But over the years, we have a lot of demand from fee-paying students, so we're now bringing more of them.
And that was the time when the founder and the board of governors, they decided to convert the school from a foundation school to a private school. And the school became a fully private school in 2008. But however, the original idea of providing quality education to low socioeconomic background students still remains. The school worked very closely with some companies that has corporate social responsibility work, and they supported us by providing scholarships to this group of people to continue to study in KYS.
Our motto was humility, sportsmanship, and leadership.
A judicious balance between academic and non-academic activities.
Skills which they need for life, for their vocation, for their jobs. Skills like being able to speak in public, being able to argue logically, being able to appreciate the finer things of life like art, music, to have sports as a way of life as well.
So the all students divided to 3 houses and managed by housemaster and housemistress. Housemistress take care for the girls and housemaster take care for the boys.
This housemaster system is all about pastoral care. And for us, the housemaster is like the foster father to them.
So the principal takes charge during the office hour, then after the office hour and weekend, take charge by the housemaster.
We try to ensure that they're happy and that they're well looked after.
And we take care their health, their safety, their academic, everything. It's like father and mother.
And students are always reminded that it's just not enough to be good academically.
Every month we have a competition, either indoor competition or outdoor competition. Outdoor competition, we have swimming competition, athletic competition, triathlon, and cross country. For indoor, we have a drama competition, dance competition, quiz competition among these 3 houses.
I really like the house system. I mean, it segregates you to a certain point. And it's really quite fierce. You do see it on sports days especially, but you do feel the intensity of the pressure to win within the houses.
I'm in Hussein House, so I'm proud to be Husseinian.
Sports prowess. The idea is to inculcate prowess, building them up to be experts, and at the same time, to give them the boldness and the courage.
Swimming is compulsory in the KYS. All the boys and girls should be able to swim. For the Founders Challenge, when they are reaching Form 5, they should be able to swim for 3,000 meters. We have 2 swimming pools, the standard Olympic size 50-meter pool and 300-meter lap pool, which I think is the longest in Southeast Asia, and we are very proud of it. Every year we have one swimming tournament inter-house. Many of the students will take that as the starting point for them to involve in the swimming seriously. When the student already reaching Form 5, they would have swum 10,000 meters.
Rugby is made compulsory for the boys.
Rugby really build up their character through the exercises, the competition.
Country made the right decision to add rugby into this school.
The students need to understand that in life, they will face hard knocks. They will be tackled. They will fall. But the game teaches them that they need to rise up. They need to be gentlemen. They need to face the situation in a very positive manner.
Discipline is very important, and teach them about their commitment and their honesty, on and off the field.
Rugby is all about teamwork and how they can play together.
It teaches certain good values like respect for the opponents, solidarity, prowess, courage, teamwork, and many more other areas or values that will be very beneficial for them later on in life.
Looking at these students with a big heart, they are really, really into the game. They commit to training very much, and they learn very fast. Whatever kind of training you give to them, fitness, they can do it as a team. They work as a team, and their spirit is very, very high.
Welcome to my studio. So as you can see, this is a part of my student, KYS student drawing. In KYS, we have fine art, we have graphic, and then we have art craft, and we have creative project. I'm very happy because KYS gives us opportunity for the student to learn about art, not just as a subject, but they can use the subject as their career. And then I'm very proud to say that nearly 163 students managed to pursue their studies in architecture. They go abroad to the country like New Zealand, Australia, and United Kingdom.
Music, it's in itself something really special.
I love being in the orchestra.
Music education is very important.
Music education will help them to develop their learning ability through neurological development.
Through playing music, they actually learn to read ahead. They learn to think faster. So it's actually helped them in memorization. And definitely coordination, because sometimes they need to count, read, and play at the same time. And also through playing in orchestra and playing music is actually make them more disciplined, because they need to learn about punctuality, teamwork.
It strengthens our bonds within our friends.
And music is also a means for our students to manage their emotions through the neurochemical produced in the brain, when they enjoy music.
Orchestra is like a family, so I'm happy that I get to join in as a family member. And when I play in the orchestra, we get to play together, and together we get to express our emotions and feelings through music. And music is just beautiful.
We also intend to use music education to teach the meaning of appreciation, whereby through appreciation, a person will know how to recognize value and also to create value.
Scholarship bodies like people who are in orchestra or know musical instruments, so I believe it's quite good for my academic career.
So music is very, very important.
I did not like any classical music before joining the orchestra. When I joined the orchestra, I started loving to listen to these songs.
For students who are more advanced, we actually let them perform in our KYS Chamber Orchestra, where they perform internationally. After every performance, the satisfaction is beyond description. That I see the students able to perform and to play so well, and they are always composed on stage. At the same time, they enjoy performing for the audience. So that's the most rewarding experience.
In KYS, we work as a team and a family.
We feel like a family here.
The bond between us students and the teachers as well.
Teachers here, they are caring, they are loving, they care for students, they treat us like they are a second child.
The teachers are really friendly, and my batchmates are really awesome.
Friends here is like very important, so that's taught me one very good thing in life.
Food here is top-notch. The food here is exceptional. The food here is top-notch. I love the food here.
It's really great.
It has the longest swimming pool in Southeast Asia.
It's huge. The schedule is very tight, so I spend most of my time doing good things.
I mean, out of all the colleges in Malaysia, it's probably the best.
It's like in a way university already, so it's helping us get prepared already.
My favorite thing about being in KYS is how much they focus on student character development.
Here, we give our students a lot of space and opportunity to express themselves and also to manage and run projects. And that has actually developed the students who at one time before they came into the school are quiet or not courageous. They grew up in stature.
Career guidance, professionally done by a professional.
We guide. We don't tell them that you have to be an accountant, you have to be a doctor, no.
The idea is to make the student aware of themselves.
What is their inclination? What's their personality type?
That is among the first challenges a kid at the adolescent stage will face.
The best thing is actually when they earn a scholarship.
They know exactly what they want to be in the future. They know what type of courses they would like to take in the university. They know which university to go through.
They themselves will find out more and they make the decision themselves.
Because one of our aims is to develop leaders and also captains of industry for the country
who can compete in the globalized world.
Initial plan was to go start from with O level, which we did, and then we realized we should have more for A level before we go overseas. We started about 3 years ago.
What he says, which I believe, is that a school is not a school without sixth form.
With A level, students can go anywhere in the world to study and to get into top universities, even in the Ivy League in America. They can go even to Europe.
A levels, we aspire to be like a British school in Malaysia, meaning that the culture, the learning methods, the way students behave, would be almost like a good British boarding school.
We started off with 12 students. The following year we had another 18. We now have a new intake of 80, so I see great future in the school because it's expanded already so much, fourfold. And we expect by 2018 to have maybe about 400 students.
History students I have are very interested in history, which is a pleasure. It makes my classes a pleasure to teach.
The teachers and the students have a great rapport, and we get on so well, and we have great fun actually every day. So it's a great atmosphere. It's an atmosphere, I guess, of friendship.
I personally have never taught students like that in my life before. They're so cooperative, they're so smart, they work so hard, they're very, very willing, and there's a really great work atmosphere in school, and they all encourage each other, help each other. It's a wonderful atmosphere.
The school will surely grow I've seen the growth from last year to this year. It's been phenomenal.
Now we move into accountancy.
So the whole idea is to give a fast track and a cheaper way for Malaysian students to get the Chartered Accountancy qualification.
It's called the New Zealand Chartered Accountancy Pathway. It's going to take them about 7 years to complete the whole program. The first part is the foundation course here in Malacca, which they have to have as an entry into a university. And then after that, they do 1 year of university here at this campus site. And then after that, they will travel to New Zealand to finish a Bachelor of Commerce. Then 3 years where they will either work in Australia or New Zealand or come back here to Malaysia and complete a supported program of Chartered Accountancy.
We are building this resort into an education resort. The students are liking it very much, and so do all the academic staff and the staff.
Oh, I like the environment. It's because it's so close to one another. We have classes in environmental friendly kind of way, and then we have our accommodation here as well. It's really fun.
And I think it's showing in the kind of performance the students are doing now, and the fact that we have managed to send the first cohort of students to New Zealand.
The idea is for them to become global in their outlook.
We have this program called Adventure Tourism Management. It's a collaboration between KYS Business School and also Queenstown Resort College, the only institution that offers adventure tourism management in the southern hemisphere. So it's a collaboration where they do half of the program in Malaysia and the other half in New Zealand. It's a combination of both academic and vocational. So they not only learn about the academic stuff, but they also do a lot of practical work in adventure. Malaysia has a big potential in adventure tourism. We want to train world-class operators, world-class entrepreneurs. And when they come back from New Zealand, they will set up their own operations at world-class level.
Depending on the performance of the students, then we may have enough support from the government from sponsors to go to other disciplines, engineering or computer science or similar sort.
We will introduce more disciplines in management, in economics, and as well as probably in sciences. So we have two streams, arts and sciences.
I don't know what is in the mind of Tan Sri Halib, but I won't be surprised.
Now it's a business school. The next step will be University College, and thereafter university.
I always suspect that that's what the boss wants.
Now he's talking about space, space program. So we don't know the mind of an entrepreneur. But it goes well with me because I like this size of thinking, big size of thinking, where you think out of your head.